Hello, good morning, everyone. My name is Swati. I'm here on behalf of the ATL Innovation Mission team. This morning, we are here with you on this live for our very special boot camp called the ATL Tinkerpreneur. The registrations for this boot camp have been extended and are open till 24th, which is Sunday, 24th April. And we request all students, mentors, schools to participate and register before Sunday. We realized that some of you had some questions regarding registrations. We had also shared a few steps on how you can get your queries resolved. Mm, The first step for you is to read our FAQs, which are on the website, to watch the video, which we had already shared with step-by-step instructions on how you can register yourself, this is especially for students. The third thing, if you still don't get your answers here, it is to write an email to kid-ex.com with the screenshots and details, and you will get an answer within 48 hours. Just wait for that. And if you still haven't received an answer, you still have questions, in today's session, we will be answering some of your questions, and we hope with this, all your queries can be resolved for Tinkerpreneur. And without further ado, let me hand it over to Amritanshu, who's here from the KidX team. He is the best person to answer some of your queries regarding registrations on the app and on the website. And for the next 30 minutes, we will be taking some of your questions which we have received over email as well as on the Google form that we had circulated. Over to you, Amritanshu. Thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you, Swati, for hosting me. We have gone through the queries that have been shared over email as well as over the Google form. And what I would be doing is going through thematically um, the same kind of questions that have been asked and would try to solve or let's say address as many queries as possible. We're also live on YouTube. So kindly, if there are any queries that you would want me to address, kindly let us know by writing your comments in there, and then we will also address them as well. And what the way I would want to go forward is look at the queries from teachers and mentors first because they are very few. So that will just help us in getting early to um, the students' queries. So first looking, and I'm referring to the form output and the queries that had been put. We do not have anything from any teachers as such. The teachers and the schools will get to have more information in a week's time prior to the end of the month. So kindly wait for more information to be cascaded from the AIM team and the KidX team collectively so that you would be informed and apprised of what is there and how things would go forward. From the mentors, there are two queries that have come, which was I have registered as a mentor but have not received any instructions or response on how to go forward. Um, so for the mentors, respective mentors as well, you'll kindly receive the way to go forward prior to 30th April. That is between 27th and 30th April, you will get all the information that is required, including the WhatsApp groups for your respected mentees that you will get in. You'll also receive how to log in, where to log in. It's based on a normal mobile OTP based concept so that you don't have to remember your password. That's it. More to come via email as well as on the portal as well. So please give us more time. This is as per schedule that it will be shared with you before 30th April. Now, the second one is from Roshali Thakur. I am unable to communicate with the school allotted. Have dropped email and tried calling, but no response. So we have not yet allocated anyone to any school as such. The allocations, we have taken up preferences that which are the schools which you would like to mentor, and we would take the suggestions or request to the extent feasible. But kindly wait for 1 more week, and then we would have more information available that will be in your inbox and on the portal. It will be communicated very, very soon as well. So those were the things from the mentors. The mentors registration form as well is available on kidex.com/ATL Tinkerpreneur. And that is also available on ATL Tinkerpreneur website as well. So kindly, there are more than 1,500 mentors who have signed up. Thanks a lot for your contributions and your taking a step forward. Do sign up more for the mentors who have not signed up. It's going to be a really amazing summer where we will be promoting entrepreneurship in India. In India, entrepreneurship ranking India has been getting better and better. Kindly contribute to make it more and more by signing up in if you have not yet signed up. Now, moving to the students' query. The first query that we received, and the query that has been received the most, is that um, there are two which are of the similar theme. What is my ATL code? And when I register using a given school name, it shows that the registrations have exhausted. So answer both the questions, what I would suggest is you kindly look at the registration video as such. The school names that had been put can be found out very easily. Your school name and the ATL ID. Just go to google.com and type in these keywords ATL space LIST ATL list, and you will get a couple of links from AIM as such. Now you can go click on any of the link, and a PDF shall open. The PDF has looks something like this, which is your state UT, district name, and the ATL UID code, name of the school, and UDISE code, and transfer and sanction time. What you, as a student, what you should be aware of is what is your school name that is registered with the Atal Innovation Mission. The school name that would appear in the drop-down list is the name of the school. That is the last column that you see. District name and state. That's how the names would appear in the drop-down list when you start typing. For example, if we take the Ummat Public School, this is this row, the fourth row. So this would appear as Ummat Public School, South Andaman, Andaman and Nicobar Island. This is how the school name would appear. Please select your appropriate school name when you're signing up. And none of the schools have any limit on number of students that they can register. School can register, or students, all of the students of a given school from class 6 to class 12. As long as they are studying in either of these classes, they can register for the event, and there is no limit whatsoever on how many individuals can register. So nothing like the number of registrations have passed or there are no more left. That only appears if you have entered a wrong school name. So when you're entering, you just make sure that you are selecting the correct school name. The way to identify your school name is you go to Google, and if you are facing problem, then only you go to Google, type ATL space LIST. That will give all the school names which are under Adult Tinkering Labs. And when you go to the PDF, your school name would appear as name of the school. That is the last column in the PDF. Then the third column, which is district, and then state. All of the schools which are with ATL would appear in similar manner. Um, for cases wherein a given school has multiple schools in the same district, in such cases, what we also do is we put in the UID code as well, just for avoidance of any doubt whatsoever. So it is a very simple and easy way to identify what your school is. As long as you're selecting the right school, you would not face any issue whatsoever. And the name of the school is the school name that has been registered with AIM. I'm emphasizing on it again and again so that there is no confusion. This is a question that has been raised by the majority of the individuals, that when I sign up, it says expired, because if you select some school which is not under ATL list, you have a different way to sign up. It's not signing up through that portal, and I'll come to that in a bit. Hopeful of addressing this question in a very sound manner, that if you are facing any such issue where you get to see that the limits have exhausted, or your school is not eligible for free, kindly look it up on Google, ATL space list, see the list of schools from ATL, look at the name of the school, district, and state. When you type it up, it automatically pops up. Select the right school, continue forward, and everything is a very easy to do process flow as such. Now, let's talk about the ATL code. The fourth column that you see on the screen, ATL UID code, that is the ATL code that is associated with a given school. Now, this is in public domain and can be seen for any of the schools using the PDF that is available here. Okay. So these are the two most prominent questions that had been put up. There had been another question that had been put up, is that if my school is not there in a given in on the portal, what should I do? If the school is not an ATL school, what should I do? We would request you to kindly visit this website, kidex.com. You can click on ATL on kidex.com. It will take you to this page. There is a register as school non-ATL. When you click this, it will open up. It will request for a self-explanatory form is there. You can follow this. The ATL Tinkerpreneur is open thanks to AIM team and thanks to their respective guidance in bringing India up the rank in the entrepreneurship at global level. It has been open to all of the school in India, for all of the students who are studying between class 6 to class 12. So if your school as such is not found in the list or doesn't have an ATL lab with them, kindly go to this website and click on this button, register as school non-ATL, and kindly proceed further to enroll the children. Now, this is a way to go for any non-ATL school as well. But let's say if any individual from any ATL school as well, they had been facing any issue as such, okay, say that they are finding it cumbersome or difficult um, to fill the form. While it has been our efforts had always been to make it very easy to access the information, and the same platform had been utilized by more than 1.5 lakh students in the country as such. But we are aware that there is always a scope of improvement. Kindly drop us a note on where you are facing an issue, and we would do our best to address them. Kindly share your issues at info@kidex.com with the screenshots so that we can look into the issue and we can address them. Now, even and in the meantime, if you're facing any issue and if you're, let's say, worried, none of the individuals who would want to participate in ATL Tinkerpreneur would not be able to, let's say, participate because of tech issues or any such issues as such. If you're facing any issues, there's always a way. Either you drop in a note at info@ktex.com. Our team will help you. If you want to sign up right away, you can go to register at school non-ATL. Even for the ATL schools, you can go here and put in the name. There would be a declaration that will be required. Just get it signed by your principal and put it up there and write that this is the ATL school in the form. Uh, there's a scanned document declaration that needs to be put up. You put that the students are from the same school when you're putting the ATL IDA as well. So that will help us in, let's say, having no issues whatsoever for registration for any of the individuals. Now, once all of the students are registered, then we can go ahead with, and more information will follow in next week during 27th to 30th. So right now, the registration process is going. So that is the another kind of question, thematically same question that has had come up. What to do next, right? So wait for it. The event starts from 1st of May. You shall receive more information during the period of 27 to 30th, including links to WhatsApp group for your that will have the school teachers, respective mentors, as well as the students who had been allocated to the mentors as well, so that that can help in having more free flow conversation. So more information is to come for mentors, students, as well as school teachers during the period of 27 till 30th. There is another on the email thematically similar type of questions that we had been receiving is that uh, I had initially signed up with a view that there were only, let's say, 4 teams or 3 teams that were participating. So we had just only put up one teacher name. But now, given the given more interest shown by children, so first of all, kudos to you for promoting ATL Tinkerpreneur for all such respected teachers who have reached out and mentors who have reached out with this query um, on how to on how to go forward. So kindly fill the register as school, which is shown here on the screen. Again, we will take the latest one. Our data team will put in efforts to get the information that is the latest one for a given school, and seeing that information that had been applied earlier, that is not missed out at such. So just fill the form again if you have more and more students, and if there is a need to appoint more teachers to accommodate for the increased number of students from your school. Just do ensure that whatever you had put up earlier, you also put up again and then add to it, so that once we are looking at it, when we take the latest information that has been provided by the school, we do not miss out on any of the information that was provided earlier. um, the mobile numbers that are provided for teachers, they would be utilized towards providing access to the portals through which they would be able to see how the children are progressing, who are the children from the school who are participating actively, how many submissions did they make, etc., etc. So that is a very nice way of knowing how your children are doing, how the participants are doing. There is one question around showing how to register. Now, this was also shown as a video as such earlier as well. It's a 10 minutes long video with a step-by-step process on how to do the registration. And Swati, I had been getting requests on YouTube comments as well. Please once show how to register the students. I trust that we can take this that once we had shown the video earlier as well. It's a 10 minutes video when we had shown the first video on why to register for ATL Tinkerpreneur. For Priya Verma, Kola Srinivas, and others who have asked such question, kindly refer to the video, which is I think around 2 weeks back, when we had I think it was 5th of April when we had the session that had a
Yeah.
screen by screen on how to go forward, how to look at each and every thing in a very simple and with comments as well on how to go forward with the registration, so that you can just follow it and it will be easy. Swati, would you want me to play that again? I would be happy to do so. Kindly advise.
Uh, I think the video can be found, and for all these students, the video is available on AIM's YouTube page, the same channel that you're watching this YouTube live on. Just go back 2 weeks and you'll see that 1 hour YouTube live on how to register for Tinkerpreneur. During that YouTube live, in the middle, a 10-minute video was played. You can just go back, watch it as many times as you want.
Sure. Thank you. Thank you, Swati. So there's another set of questions, Swati, and I think I'll have to, let's say, get your guidance on answering this. Is that there are some schools which are ATL approved, but they are still to appear in the to appear in the ATL list, right, of approved ones, and they are not under the schools which are in the drop down. So they should be going for a non-ATL form, filling that form, or how would you advise on that?
I think for those schools that are not here, maybe are approved but haven't received their fund yet, that's why probably the data is not showing. They can register through the link for non-ATLs, but when it comes to uploading that document, just mention that you are an ATL school in that document with your ATL ID. We will be checking all these documents that have been submitted and verifying whether you are an ATL or a non-ATL again. Just mention your ATL ID in that document and upload it and fill the form, which is for the non-ATL school, in case you're having any trouble registering as an ATL school.
Perfect. So there are two more questions thematically that had come up. So one is that the window is stuck; it is not moving forward. So around 5 or 6 individuals have raised this question as such. So this can only happen in two cases. Once, if you have let's say the internet connections at places, they are not stable as such. So if you are facing that issue, we would request you to try again after an hour with stable internet connection. And if, let's say, you're still facing any issue as such, kindly email to info@kidx, and you can use the register as school non-ATL provide the details and register from there so that your registration process is completed as such. Um, in case there is a second case as well where such things happen, and we have received a lot of queries around it. If you have registered once, right, as in that you have registered as a team once, and you're trying to register again and again. So you don't need to register again and again. Once you register, you get a confirmatory note that you have registered, right? And there is an email. When you go through that 10 minutes video that has been played, it also shows that the email, how it is received, and it will also show the team member, the team code, as well as the unique code, etc. as well. So we would just request you to refer to that. Once you have received, you don't need to register again and again. If you register again, the system is designed in a way that it will not let you go forward again. Okay. One person needs to register only once and not multiple times. And there's no need to do as such. There's no need to register multiple times as such. So kindly watch that video, 10 minutes video. It shows that the email, where is it received from? It is received from no reply at the rate ktex.com, and with a CC to us as well, info at the rate ktex.com. So for a lot of folks who have reached out saying that it is stuck, etc., we have shared their registration information and the screenshot of the email as well, that this is, see, you have already registered, and that's why it is not going forward. And let's say, even if you're, let's say, thinking about it that, okay, it's not going forward, and if you have any issues as such, if you're not able to locate the confirmatory note as such, kindly reach out to us at info@ktex.com, and our team would be happy to help. And now is the last question, is that I am not able to I'm not able to locate my team code or the team ID as such. So this ATL Tinkerpreneur is, the participation is as a team only. An individual should, so individual participation is not there in this event. All of the individuals who have 2 or 3 members in their team, they can only participate. Participating as an individual or with just a team size of 1 is not there. You should have a team leader and at least 1 team member, or a max of 2 members. So total size of the team, including the team member, should either be 3. It should be 3 as the max size, and the min size should be 2. But team with just the team leader is not, that the event is just in the team format, not as an individual answer. For all the individuals who have not yet formed their team, kindly form their team. You would also be notified via email that kindly register your team, kindly form your team. Do act on that, please. Now, coming to the part that where to find the team ID and team code. When you register and invite the team members, you would get an email. The same email is also shown in the 10 minutes video, which we spoke of a bit ago. That shows the email and that shows where the team ID and the team code is located, so that you are able to identify them and you're able to look at what is the team ID and what is the team code. That is explained fully step by step, and it also goes ahead, the video also goes ahead and shows how to register as a team member as well, with the step by step screens of the screen flow of the registration process, so that none of the individuals would have any issues whatsoever in registering through the usual process for the ATL schools. Um, those were the questions which we had received, Swati, and I have also addressed the questions that are there on YouTube. Um, I hope that I was able to answer all of the queries. But if there are any which are unaddressed, kindly write to us at info@kidex.com, and our team will be happy to help.
Thanks, Amritanshu. I had shared a few questions here on the chat as well, and I think you've covered all of them. Just can you just check once if we've answered all of these queries. Meanwhile, I will ask one of my team members to post the link of the video, which has the detailed instructions on how to register on the YouTube comments. So that will just be coming up now. So have a look at that video. It's on the AIM YouTube channel, and we'll share the link as well.
Yeah,
So,
I have
yeah,
addressed all of the questions which
okay.
are here. Um, so for if the school name is not appearing, it's either an ATL school which is yet to get the grant. They should utilize the non-ATL form, and to identify uh, um, they identify the school name using the list. Creating a team and stuck on a particular page. I have addressed that there are two reasons why it happens so. One is either you've already registered or your internet connection is not stable. In that case, you can use the non-ATL as such. And while registering, it's already registered, but they didn't register. Uh, so this issue is not there as such. If you have already registered, then only it shows. If it you can look at your own email, or let's say the mobile through which you are registering, you would have received OTP as well as confirmatory email from Kidex. School name is not there in drop down. What should we do? Kindly utilize the non-ATL form. There's a gentleman who have asked that why are you making it so difficult for the students to register if there are individual as well. So we want to promote team. I think I should not be answering that. Swati, you're the best person to respond to this comment from Mr. Swagat Haldar on YouTube.
Yeah.
Uh, that individual
I I
participation.
would just like to say that we conducted Tinkerpreneur last year as well, and we had allowed individual registrations. What we realized is since it is a 9 week long boot camp, it is a long time for a child to alone keep at it, to do the assignments, to learn alone. And we received many requests from students that if they could form teams at a later stage, once they realized that, it does take some time, and they were very interested and they just needed some help. And having a team of at least one other person, which is your friend, can give you that motivation and encouragement to go through, divide the work, and actually go ahead and finish the boot camp. Rather than, maybe midway you might have many other school assignments or any other classes that you have. So your work does get divided and you get that extra support from your friend and your team members to complete the boot camp. And that is the reason why we thought that this year we should only allow teams to register.
Yeah, I think if I may add, Swati, on top of this, is we are looking at individuals to come up with brilliant ideas and business ideas which would come forward across all of the global organizations, the best ones all around the globe. Um, Usually, team culture is promoted because that's how an idea gets to get challenged and a better idea emerges. And this is enforced at the best of the companies who are leading in the world. It is best for our students also to practice what is there to come in the future anyways. Not only that, it will also help them in just improving their idea, improving their own views when two people or three people at it. They bring their different perspectives, they bring their different thought processes, they bring their different ways of, they put in different hats. One person challenges, another person creates, and they reverse the roles in order to make something which is better than what would have been created by an individual only. So it is in the best interest of all the students that this step has kindly been taken by the organizing team AIM. I hope that Swati, you concur with the thought process.
Yes, thank you, Amritanshu, for clearing that and for clearing all our questions today. I'm sure with all these resources that we have for you, the detailed FAQ sheet, the detailed video, as well as this and the email that you have access to, now you will be able to get your queries resolved. We hope that your registration is smooth now, and we hope to see as many students registering for Tinkerpreneur this year by Sunday. And to all the mentors as well, please don't forget to register. We need your registrations as well. Thank you so much, Mitanshu. And thank you for all of you for watching this live today. Thank you.
Thank you, everyone. Bye bye.